One of the best recipes in the world I don't think you've ever heard of is red chimichurri. Now its cousin is green chimichurri. Both of these are authentic recipes from Argentina. This has punch, this has depth, this has a little sweet and sour going on. It's complex, kind of like me. It's complex. Quarter cup of oil, sweet paprika, red pepper flakes, dried oregano. Go in. And we're going to heat this up just till it starts to simmer. It's done. That was easy. By the way, you can also just throw this in a microwave on high power for 30 seconds, the world's fastest recipe, or you can do it on a stovetop. So just to finish it off, we are going to grate some garlic. You want to add garlic at the end because you don't want to cook it. This is a punch in the face chimichurri. It's got a lot of flavor, so we want the garlic to also be punchy at the end. World's worst grater. Okay, last two ingredients. Balsamic vinegar and a little bit of salt, half a teaspoon. So we're adding these balsamic salt combination and we're done. This really pairs well with something strong like grilled beef or grilled steaks. So our standard method for cooking a steak is a reverse sear. We use a mixture of nutmeg, salt, and sugar. Put that on the steak and let it sit for about an hour. Start in a low oven, bring it up to about 95 degrees, and then finish it in a skillet or a grill. Why do we do that? You get the nice browning on the outside, but you don't overcook the inside, which would happen if you just threw it directly on a grill. It's pretty evenly cooked. If you want to ask me, that is a perfectly cooked steak. You can cook it longer, obviously, if you like. Does that look good or what? That'll wake you up. So now we'll see if my delicate palate can handle the real deal here. That's hot, but the sweetness from the balsamic really saves it, so it gets some balance. I'm not known for taking heat, so if I can eat this, and I can, and I love it, you can too.